Today's training is on the gallery on FamilySearch.org. Some of this is a little bit new if you haven't used this recently, and they've done a great job of adding some new features. And so I wanted to make sure that you knew how to use this. So anyway, I am here on the memories. Well, actually the gallery is where I'm at. But to get to gallery, you would just go here once you're in FamilySearch.org and signed on. You would go right here to the memories in the middle where my hand is, and then just click the gallery. And this brings you to this page where you will see all of your photos, stories, documents, and audio files. So it's great because they've tried to make this a little bit easier to use and a little more user-friendly. The same thing. Anyway, so I wanted to show you just here when you come to the gallery, I can click, see where I'm hovering over all. If I click all, this just brings up all of my document, stories, and photos and audio. And then if you move across, if you just want to see your photos, you click the little photo tab there. The stories, I can just click right there if I just want to look at the stories that I have, and also the documents. And then I don't have audio yet, but that's where the audio would be, where the little microphone is at. So that's how you can click on those to see different, if you just want to be on one of them. So let's go ahead and click back on the All tab. And then if you just come across, see this little green plus, you can just click and add memories there. That hasn't really changed. Well, let's just click on that. So you can either drag or drop files or upload them, or even click and create a story. So that's just that little green plus that's there. And then if you look right here, you can arrange your photos in different ways. Right now it's ranged, so anything that I added recently comes up first over here on the left hand side. And if I click this little down arrow, I can look at how I've titled things. I don't have a lot of titles on these. I need to do that. So this is arranged by title A to Z, and then you can arrange them, you know, by no title, which that just puts things randomly in, or not tagged, which that'd be great. If you haven't tagged some of these, then you'd be able to see which ones you hadn't tagged and need to go tag those, which it looks like I have a few that I haven't tagged. So that's that. You can arrange them differently. Sounds like that would really be helpful to make sure you've tagged everything. And then also right here next to that box there is the little search. See the little magnifying glass, which usually indicates that you can search. So if I click there, I can go ahead and search for something. You know, the more and more items you get, you may want to search and find one of your pictures. So I just started typing my grandma Bessie, and this brings up some stories and like a photo that I titled with her name in it. So you can easily search for things that they have to have a title on them. To be able to search it, you've got to have a title. So anyway, that's that little search up there, and I can just click that X to make it go away. Okay, maybe it doesn't go away, but anyway. All right, so over here, so I've explained that along the top. So over here on the left-hand side, these are, right now I'm on my memories, and it's 178, so it's all my memories. If I go just below that, there's a folder for my archive, and I just was playing with it and just put one in. Let me go back to my memory. So let me show you, if you want to put something in the archive, all you'll do is come over here to one of the photos, right click it, and then right there you can move it to the archive. See, did you see below? You've got different options here. Rotate left, right, download. You can add to an album, change to document if you want the photo to be a document, move to my archive, or delete it. So that's just when I come right click on any photo. And when you do right click, let me show you that since we're here anyway. If I right click, you can see this little blue circle with the white check mark. That just means that you're it's going to do it to that photo or that document, whatever you choose. So you've got those options down there, which is nice now that this is, I knew that you could rotate them, but I didn't know how you did that. So that's how you would rotate a picture so that it'll stand upright, is right there when you right click. Okay, then there's also this option down below the My Archive folder is My Favorites. And so how you select a favorite is you would actually go ahead and click on a photo, and when you come here, if you go down below, I'm not going to go over this page. If you go below the picture though, as you can see, there's this little heart there, and if you click that, it turns red, and so then that would be added to your favorites, and I'm going to leave that so you can see that. And some other points I wanted to bring up too is that you can actually, you know, put these on Facebook, you can pin it, tweet it, add it to Google Plus, and also you can email the pictures to someone. So if you haven't noticed that feature before, that's been there for a while. I believe that My Favorite, the little heart, is new. So if you want to make some of the photos your favorites, then you can do that. Then we'll go back to the gallery and let me show you. Now in my gallery, I'm going to have, I should have a favorite. Okay, see, so now I've got one favorite, and if I click on that favorite, it'll take me to the one I just barely added. So really easy. They've made that really easy. So if you have some favorite photos, especially, you know, if other people upload it, you can click it as a favorite too. So that's how that works. Okay, let's click back on all memories so you can see those. Okay, so another feature that they've done a great job with too is they've made it easier to put your pictures into photo albums. So you can add a new album right here, and you would just title it whatever you would like, and I'll just close that for right now. And then this is actually the only album I have, is a big scrapbook that I copied down at the Family History Center with the camera. I had this huge scrapbook that my sister-in-law had made, and I copied that with the camera and then made it into a book, but then I put each page up here. So that's the album on him. But what's really nice is you can do new albums really, really easily, and you can also add to those albums easily. So let me show you that too. So I showed you how to right click to pick one picture, but if you want to say you've got a bunch of different pictures that you want to put into an album, you can just go ahead and select the one. See how I selected and then the little check mark there. Also, before I show you the rest of this, I just want to show you how over on this left side too, you can click, if you forget to right click, you can click the actions and that'll be the same. So but let me show you. So that's just when you click one. Now if I click two, let me show you. I can either right click or click this actions up here, and then it changes. See how when I've got a couple selected, I can't rotate them or do the other things that you can when you have one, but I can add to an album. I can change them to documents, or I can also move them to archives all at once. So that's nice. You can do multiple pictures. But if I want to add it to the album, I want to make a new album, I can just do add to album. And if you can see this up here, I can go ahead and just put a new album. I'll just make it for now so that you can see how easy it is. So I've got two pictures selected. It tells you that. And then I want to go ahead and I'm creating a new album and adding them to the album. And so as you can see, these two pictures will now be in the Summer Haze album. And so, even though you've put them into an album, it doesn't make these pictures go away. They're always in your My Memories. But if you don't want these pictures to show up anymore, once you've maybe moved them into an album, you can go ahead and move them to the archive. So maybe I just don't want to see that in the My Memories. So it'll just move over to my archive. I right clicked and now it's in my archive. So let me show you. See, now I've just got that one easily moved over to my archive. And so that might be great if you don't want these here, once you've maybe added titles and done everything that you want with them, you could just go ahead and archive them, but you'll still be able to see them. They're not gone anywhere unless you actually delete them. And let me show you that. You can do that too. If you right click on a photo, you can actually delete that too. Let me see if you do a couple. I don't know if it gives you the option yet. If you want to just delete multiple pictures too, you can do that too. Okay, so let's click off those for a minute. One other thing I wanted to just show you, which I think is that the church is trying to do to really be helpful, is this little tips down in the right hand corner. On most of the pages they'll have this, so you can click on this tips, and then it'll just, there's not a lot here, but it tells you if you need help on how to add a new memory, create a new album, add to an album, or find specific memories. I went over those, but this will actually just have, it's nice, it just has a little, it doesn't have any sound, but it just has a little video demonstration and goes through and shows you. So that's showing how you can add 3 memories to an album, like I showed you on that. So anyway, they're easy, and they're just little short demonstrations. So that's really nice that they're adding these to a lot of the pages. So anyway, I hope you'll try that out. They've done a great job, and it's a lot easier to use. And as always, I hope you're having a great day.